a jerk move. So, the quest to start the Gjallarhorn here is a little bit odd. Well, maybe I shouldn't say odd, maybe I should say more annoying. But the first step is the annoying part. After that, it's a lot better. I'm not going to get that quest on purpose because of this. So what you want to do, first off, I'm going to get distracted because I have the volume so loud in my headset. So hopefully it doesn't turn it down when I turn it down on my headset. I don't think it will. But I'm not all familiar with all that much. So, okay. So first of all, you want to head to the Archon's Forge in, well, not the Archon's Forge, but the Archon's Keep. It's the area where the Archon's Forge is. And maybe along the way, stop for some spin metal. It is important to note that you need a splicer key for this. If you do not have a splicer key, then you're going to need to get one. You need to be a high enough light level or just high enough skill level that you can survive against a bunch of 320 enemies like that. I don't know, I think there's still 320 in that area, but I haven't really tested that for, you know. You're going to head here to the Archon's Keep, and you're going to look for a ghost scan icon. Like this one right here. Perfect. They don't always show up at first. It can take a little while to find one. But this is what you want. This mission with the little ghost icon right there that you saw on the screen.
This beacon is picking up interference. An energy source deep below the plague lands. We better
Do you see how slow the rate of fire is on this thing? This is me firing like at full speed. I got another splicer key. Yeah, so I really am not too keen on this gun all of a sudden. Let me show you my roll. There's the Parthian shot here. It's not a particularly good roll. I mean, it's got Eye of the Storm, which is eh. Partial refund, eh. Small bore, it's alright, I guess, but 27 is, I don't know. I don't really want to reduce the magazine size anymore on a scout, a pulse rifle, excuse me. Lightweight, you know, trash perk. Glass half full is the reason I kept this gun, and this really. I love the OEG rifle scope, but I'm looking at this in general, and you can see how low my glimmer is in my weapon parts. Ever since Rise of Iron came out, and I've been infusing stuff like crazy, I never have enough glimmer anymore, so I need like a new glimmer farming method. But what I really want to do is use a distant star, but it's a lower light level. It'll take me down to 358. I mean, that's fine, but just because that thing is so slow, I didn't realize that. The burst is pretty fast, but what's the slow part is the how long it takes before it'll fire another burst. That's kind of ridiculous. Like, I kind of feel like I should just infuse it into my distant star. Let me just use it for a while and see. I know a lot of people love the distant star, and I do too. I actually really do like the distant star. But, I don't know. Maybe it's just a little bit too slow of a way to fire for me. Something just doesn't seem right to me. I love it. It's just not my ideal, perfect scout rifle. That would be like, I don't know, the archetype of, I know it wasn't the best exotic ever for sure, but, Boolean Gemini. I love the way that weapon fired. Its archetype was really good. I need like a legendary that's like that. I don't know enough about archetypes to know exactly what that is, but I need to find it. So, if you go underneath here to the Warrens, you'll see a bunch of invisible guys drop down. I'm just going to run right past them. This is the Iron Banner Scout Rifle, by the way, the one I've been talking about, the Distant Star. You're going to go down here. This is like down by where you went in the, where we went in the final real main quest line story mission. Like, the rate of fire isn't awful on this. Like, it's actually pretty good. But I don't know what it is about it. Just something I'm not a huge fan of. Like I said, I need to watch my words on that because I really do like this thing. Okay, I was hoping to get that other guy in there too. So we're gonna clear out this area first, just because I don't want to die as I'm running into the next area. That would be really embarrassing. Once you use the splicer key, you need to stay alive. Like, there's an area where you get far enough in there that it's okay if you die, but you know, I still don't like to risk it. Because if you do die and respawn right outside where this key is, it will put the barrier back up, and you will have to go to orbit and come back because it'll say the terminal is rebooting or whatever. And that happened to me once. I was helping my dad actually with his character to do the quest. But if I got him as Gjallarhorn and he's 340, then I know I can do it now at 359. Not 358, whatever. So now that you open this barrier, now that you're through here, you can't die. Just be aware of that. I like to sit back here, because there are some enemies down there, as you can see. Just sit where you can. You can't really get very good shots from where I am right now, but if you drop down right here, so you can do that. The trick here is that there is a pretty intense captain right there. Am I hitting a wall, or what's going on right now? So if you just jet past that guy, you can do it quick enough. I don't know what's wrong with him, but there. So now that you're done with that, what you do next is you just gather the chests. But to get this quest, you want to keep going through here. You're not going to drop down like you did during that mission, but what you're going to want to do is fight this this tank here. So I'm going to go through here and try to clear out some enemies first. And try not to die. Hey, knock it off. Okay, so once you take care of that, the next part is... Well, I think there's actually... Isn't there still a guy up here? There we go. So now it's just to take out the walker, and obviously you can do this without the battle axe. I find it's actually really fun to do this with the battle axe. Of course, because it's the battle axe. Like, the battle axe is awesome. But if you can dodge the Siva there, which I don't know if I can, and then deal down this effect, the one that is going to deal damage over time, because that'll get this guy to open up, and then you can... You see it's immune, but it's also doing damage to the target too. And that damage over time is gonna do some pretty significant work to it there. I don't want to put out that flame. The thing is down on the bottom, so I don't know if that's even gonna work. But so you can see the tank's almost dead already. Now you don't, as far as I know, you don't have to actually kill this thing. Sorry about that. My little search assistant keeps popping up when I say nothing related to her name. So anyway, we're going to scan this artifact here, and then it'll give us our next step in that quest.
This crest is from one of the lost Iron Lords, and it's radiating light energy. Faint, but enough to disrupt the patrol network. Saladin will be happy to see this.
So from this point on, you don't really, this is when you go back to orbit. I don't like doing that because I like the battle axe. But, so honestly, I would say that's the most annoying part of this quest line. Not that it's the most difficult, because it isn't. The most difficult part is to come. It's not terrible, but hey, a legendary engram. It's not easy. That's what I'm trying to explain, I guess. Warlock jump, I hate you. I do like my new armor, by the way. A lot's changed my character since I did the main storyline. I noticed that my last video of it went live on Friday, and I'm recording this on Monday here. Bam. I don't know why all these shanks come in when you're leaving that area, because I don't think they were here before. Just a little added challenge, I guess, here. Take on some exploder shanks. Alright, so from there you're gonna go back to orbit and talk to Saladin in the Iron Temple. And I guess while we're headed there, I could talk about character progression a little bit. So, if you've been watching my videos of the Supremacy Iron Banner that just was here last week, that's where I got most of my light up for this character here. Sorry. See, fusion rifle ammo. Yeah, because I'm using a fusion rifle. Let's do that. I really like the robe, the Days of Iron Raiment here. The one from the Iron Banner, I'm not a huge fan of. The Iron Saga vestments here, just the way the chest piece works. I haven't this is ready to upgrade, all except for that last node. I just haven't done it. I mean, I need armor materials and Wormsport, but it's because I don't really like the thing. It's mediocre at best. So this one though, I really like. I think it looks really nice. I actually do have the Days of Iron crown, and I want to use that too. I'll show you why. So this is the Iron Saga hood from the Iron Banner. She has like chainmail over the eyes. Like, it's kind of cool, but impractical. I mean, it doesn't really matter in Destiny, but this one I like it better because it just has the glass. I'm not a huge fan of the flaming one. In fact, I'm not a huge fan of any of the flaming armor really. I might use it on my Titan just because it's, you know, a bulkier build, but I don't know. See, this is just that white stripe down the middle. I'm not really a huge fan of. See, this I just need to rank out. I haven't put anything into it yet. So what we're gonna do is we have a quest from Shiro. I don't think I've played with this character this week, so he's probably gonna give me the patrols in the Plaguelands quest.
Slicers to a point, but they're still a threat. Maintain your focus.
Okay, so obviously you can see I have some other stuff to take care of here too, but the main thing you need to do is to talk to Saladin, because he's gonna, you know, comment on your what you found there, the medallion.
Well met, Guard.
The next step,
What do you have?
I'm not gonna call it annoying.
What this is.
It's just, I mean, it's a hunting mission. You have to find more medallions, and they're around. Like, you don't need. It's not hard to find them, but. So that's what that part is right there. It just gave us. And also this Artifacts of the Iron Lords thing, which I should try to do today, but I don't know if I will or not. I might just during these missions here.
Then return to me.
The last artifact I need is the one with the kind of wooden looking one with the wolf on it. I don't remember what it's called. And then I'll have all 8, which will be really cool. 340, dismantle. 359, the same as my impossible machines. Days of Iron Gloves. Those are what I wanted to use up, I think. Yeah. So I will do that, I think. Nope, I won't, because I don't have enough armor materials. So what we'll do is just lock this for now, and I'll come back and do it later. So I don't actually know what I'm trying to say right here. I guess I could go over the gear I got with you guys too, but that's not part of this mission really. I've got the distant star, the unbent tree, the proud spire, the laughing heart, and the titanium orchid. The Saladin's vigils from the Archon's forge. Yeah, that's just the basic overview I need to do with you guys, I guess. Do I have an upgrade for this? I do. No, I don't. I need more worm spores. See, I'm not going to the dreadnought at all, so I haven't been doing that. But anyway, while you're in the tower here, the first one you want to get... Let's actually go over the mission. I'll show it to you. A bunch here. So the next step you want to do for the Gjallarhorn is to collect these iron medallions, and you'll see there's one in every area of the Plague Lands plus one on Fellwinter Peak. And the one on Fellwinter Peak is really easy. It's just, you can see when you get close enough to it, it lights up on the thing there. They're always in the same place, so if you do want to try to find them for yourself, I guess this is a good time, a little bit late, to say you should not watch this part if you want to do them for yourself, find them for yourself. I mean, it's just hunting things down, and they're all in areas that... What the heck? Okay. You can see it's right there. Someone fell off the mountain. I still haven't gotten up to the top, by the way. I know some people have, but it's like, you know... See, a bunch of people are trying right now. Okay, so for the rest of them, you want to be in the Plague Lands. So we're going to head over there, and the loop that you can do, you can kind of just go around the loop. I'll show you kind of the way I do it, but basically you're going to end up in the Archon's Forge. That's the way you want to do it. But it doesn't really matter how you do it, which way you go around. You can go through Lord's Watch and then through the Archon's Lord's Watch to Husk of Giants. I think it's called Giant's Husk. And then Archon's Keep. And then Bunker Triglav. But then you'd have to go back to Archon's Keep. And because you have to go into Site 6. So, in order to, because of that order, I usually would, you know, end up coming back and, hey, there's an event.
The city's feeding all active requests through Shiro, so hit the beacons and he'll point us toward any trouble. Great, it's augmented with Siva. Break the joints to take it down. There, keep firing.
Don't know why a bunch of the shots were immune, but I can't handle.
You can lead a walker to Siva, but you can't make it invulnerable.
Alright, hey, a chest. So, the first one is really easy right off the bat here. Oh, apparently that chest was trapped. Oh well. So, here we go. Iron Medallion right here. You can see it right there on the shelf. That trap spawned in some fawn, didn't it? These ways. Probably because, oh, those are probably from the walker. Okay, so where I'm gonna go first actually is over to Bunker Triglav because it's not as far, I guess. I don't know. The other way is quicker, but the hard part about this is because of where you spawn. You need to end up in the Archon's Forge. So if you spawned in, at the, what's it called? Gosh dang it. If you spawned in at Bunker Triglav, or if you spawned in at the Giant's Husk, you would be fine. But because you spawn where you spawn in, you have to go both directions. So, yeah, it's just, if you run through here, here you go, mixed iron medallions right there. Okay, and then we'll run out. Don't have time for those guys, so we're just going to run right by. And I'm actually going to go right on back to where we started. And, I know that might be a little bit weird, but, because you could go through, but you have to go through that area, not forgotten something, right? The Lost Bridge, or something. No, it's not the Lost Bridge, I forget what it's called. The Forgotten Pass, that's right, I think that's what it's called. So we're gonna run, but instead of going through there, we're just gonna go back this way, because you see, it's not that long of a journey. And it's gonna take us through to Giant's Husk. Or Husk of Giants, but I don't think that's what it's called. I think it's called Giant's Husk. I need to... You get all these different terms in your head from games like this, and it's easy to mix them up. But it's Giant's Husk, I'm pretty sure. There we go. Yep. Okay, so from this one, you're going to want to... well, you can do it two ways. You can go up there to get to the top level like you would during the mission. Let me do it the way that I do it, which is just... Oh, by the way, I did not know these stairs were here for the longest time. I guess I just didn't look for them. But if you go up here, and jump across here. I'm pretty sure this is the slow way, but sorry, got an itch. Okay. So if we head over, oop, not that way. Oh, come on, go back. I don't want to fall down. Okay. We're gonna head over to, you can see these little gaps here. The first one's not the one with it in it. I always mix that up. The second one right here. And these medallions, by the way, you can find them at any time unless you've already collected them. If you haven't already collected the iron medallions, they're sitting there. Even if you're not doing the quest, you can see them. You can't collect them, but you can see them. So there's two more left. You can see that in our quest thing, I guess. Archon's Keep, and the other one is Site 6. And the reason why I'm saving Archon's Keep for last instead of having just gone around in a circle is because Site 6 is back where we found the first medallion, where the tank was. Not the tank from earlier in this patrol, but you know, the one where I was using the battle axe to take down the tank. It's right before that. You don't need another splicer key, thankfully. But it's going to be right near there. And I don't know if it was... I don't know what step it is. There's one step in there where you need to have 5 SIVA fragments, dormant SIVA clusters or whatever they're called. I don't know if that was right before this or if it's right after. But since I already have all 5, I have a lot more than 5. It's going to... that's not going to be showing this quest line, but you will get that step if you don't already have 5. It'll tell you to go get a total of 5. So you can see the next medallion. This one's kind of hard to see. I don't actually know exactly where it is. It's, yeah, there it is. Right here. It's kind of hidden in there. Okay, and for the next step, pull out your vehicle. Normally going into the Archon's Forge, you do not want to be on a vehicle because it doesn't give the game enough time to do matchmaking. Excuse me. So, you won't be matchmade with the team that's in the Archon's Forge. Most likely. If there might be a possibility of it, but it's not that I know of. So, now that we're back in here, I could keep riding my squirrel through here, but I'm just going to run this. I'm going to go way back down here through the Warrens. And breeze past all these enemies again. You're going to go right back to, well, you're going to Site 6, but you're not going through the, like I said, you're not going through the key area. I could have shown you when we went back there before, because it's sitting right there by that door. But, I was actually thinking about it, and then I totally forgot, I guess. Go back through here. And this journey to Site 6 is just long enough that if you don't do this one last, it's just a journey back out that's unnecessary. This way you can go back to orbit from from here after you collect the last one. You can also just run by the enemies in this one if you have enough light to sustain their blows. If you don't, then you're not ready to do the Gjallarhorn quest, most likely, because the last 2 steps are going to be a bit difficult for you. You can see it's right over here in the corner. Okay, and then that should give me... Did I miss one? I missed one, didn't I? Oh, dang it. See, this is why Tim should read the instructions. There is one on that bridge where I said, oh, don't go there because there's nothing there. There is really nothing there, but for this quest, there actually is something there. So we're going to run back that way. That reminds me, yeah, so the way I did this normally is I went from Lord's Watch, where you spawn in, get the one there, and then get the one, I would just say, you choose a direction. You can get Lord's Watch, and then breeze through Archon's Keep. You could stop and get the one in Archon's Keep, but I thought it's just easier to just breeze through it, go all the way through to Giant's Husk, get that one, then come back and get the one in Archon's Keep, and then you can get the one in Site 6. Always end it with the one in Site 6, because you see this journey back up is not all that much fun. So, we might get teamed up. No, it doesn't look like no, there's no one here. I was gonna say there is a possibility we could have gotten teamed up with someone from that, but it's usually best to walk through there and not run. So anyway, embarrassing moment, elongating this quest. If I could re-record it, I guess I would, but I've already collected most of those medallions, so can't collect them again. Loading. There we go. So, luckily it's right next to the Archon's Keep. You can go right out here and then open the Sparrow up and go back this way. This is the Forgotten Pass, something like that. Yeah, Forgotten Pass. Hey, there you go. It's right on this bridge. I can't believe I totally forgot about that. But here we go. I was like, I could have sworn that was the last one. Oh well. It's sitting right here. If you're coming in from Brucker Triglov, it's right at the beginning of the bridge, when you're facing the beginning of the bridge here. To the left. Otherwise, it's at the far end. So now you see we have to have the mission to go back and talk to Tyler Karn again in the Iron Temple.